It is Wednesday, April 3rd. I'm your host, as always, Farting Tart. And today, we are going to play Her Story. If you have Twitch Prime, you should have received this game for free. I think you play as a private investigator. You essentially watch interviews of a woman talking with the police about something. You're trying to solve a mystery of some sort. I looked at the reviews for this game, and one person said to actually have pen and paper. So I've got a little journal, I've got paper, or this is paper, as we all know. I've got a pen. But yeah, so we are going to get started. I haven't loaded up this game yet, so I probably should have. I've been having a good morning. Graphics quality, good. I mean, I don't know how you can do graphics quality on a FMV game, but whatever. But yeah, I've been having a decent morning. It's been, okay. There is no options menu. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit before we get in there. Just a tiny bit. There we go. That's good. So, switch over to that. It is gone. Where to go? Yeah? Oh, okay, there it is. I was like, it's faded to a black screen, but it's not a black screen yet, so I don't know what happened. Alright, we're fine. So, yeah, what is this? Search terms, murder. You are logged in. Authorized guest. Oh, am I supposed to actually... Oh, shit. Search, okay? So, I believe there are 7 video clips. So, hold on. What we got? So, we are in the Southeast Constabulary. Constabulary. What is the clock? Is that the actual time? That's not the actual time. It is also not the date either. So, good to know. Okay. So, hold up. So, go away. So I can log off. I could just be like, fuck you. Read me. Introduction to the Logic Database. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. The Logic Database is one of the many continuing efforts to digitize our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. That was a long-ass sentence. To retrieve a clip, type in a word. You can narrow your search by typing in multiple words. If you're working from a printed transcript, okay, you can be even more precise. Use inverted commas to search for an exact match against the entire statement. Okay. You can store clips, add to session. Okay. Really, read me. Hey, here's the database. I filed a Freedom of Information form to get your guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos of the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K thing hit and they got mothballed. No one has touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detective's footage on... What? Wait, is that the... There's like a dash here. Is that a continuation of the next sentence? I don't know. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97, but figured this would be enough. Take your time, okay? So, database checker. Oh, okay. Rubbish bin. Mirror game. Player 1's turn. Oh. Okay. Hack info. Whoa. So this is a hack for the mirror game? Okay. Well, that being said, we have 6 clips. I believe it said that she has 7 when I looked it up. So we will start off with the first one. User tags blank. Okay? Play.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder.
I'll be
What
marking
can I do
down
to help?
stuff. That was it? It was 11 seconds, okay? What can I do to help? So she's complacent. I'm just gonna be writing down random things that I think might be helpful. So, we'll add... That's just an introduction. I won't add to that. 12 seconds.
Yeah, that's me. But February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
February. We have a victim, Simon. Okay? Simon's murder. I'm going to be talking about what I write down. I've just got this little notepad. I'm just jotting things down. I'm not going to show it that much. Probably because... Or the biggest reason because my handwriting sucks ass. Okay, so let's tag this as Simon. I should... comma... murder. Okay. So, just making sure that's saved. So now, if I search Simon... Oh, shit. Okay, so... Simon... I should stop skipping lines. 5 clips. So, I'll also write down murder. 4 clips. So, let's remember that. Video subtitles, anti-glare filter, okay. So, let's go back to murder. I saw that this game was just a few hours to complete, so we'll play this. Probably will be the only thing we do today. If we have some extra time, I'll fuck around with the game, just whatever game. Okay, 7 seconds.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
What, do we know her name? I'm gonna just write woman claims she did not murder Simon. I don't have enough room on that line, so I'm gonna just write S. Okay. So, okay, 21 seconds, longest one so far.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now.
Okay.
You have no murder weapon. You have nothing.
Mm.
And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
So, lawyer. No murder weapon. Shit. I wrote no and murder as one word. Well, I started to at least. No murder weapon. Okay? And I would just pull up like Notepad and write it on my computer, but that would just be annoying because I would have to keep clicking off and stuff. So, what is my objective? Like, I'm obviously trying to solve Simon's murder, but am I like trying to prove that she's guilty? Am I trying to figure out who did it? How do I deal when I think I have someone? Do I log off? I don't know. So, Simon. We got 5 clips. 61 entries found. Oh, shit. Okay. So, let's do Simon murder. Okay. So, hold on. I think I actually think about it now. I think I might have fucked up. Oh, no. It saved, I think. Just in case. Okay, so let's do Simon, I guess. We'll watch these 5 clips here. 61 entries. Jesus Christ.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Ernst Brothers Glass. I wrote grass. Good job, me. Okay.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
Okay. So we got a lot of character description there about Simon. Is there a way to... Is there a way to, like, look at more clips, or do I have to be more specific?
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Okay. What did she say the name was? Did she say the name?
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock.
Rockington
It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan.
Arms.
There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen.
Bar.
Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Peter. Susan. That's just what I'm going to write right now.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games, you know, climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing.
Do you play the mirror game? Simon plays games. Mirror game? Maybe? Okay. Last clip. Currently.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Okay. So, I've got a couple terms here I can search. We're gonna start with Ernst Brothers. I hope I did that right. Yes. Okay, we got that one clip. How about The Rock? Dwayne Johnson. Here we go. Got some more. I should be keeping track of these dates too, because these are all like months apart, days and months apart.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at The Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
Okay. By the way, if anyone wants to mark down notes too, to maybe help out, I will take the extra help. But let's see. So, The Rock.
God, I don't know. I mean, I guess The Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong.
Okay. I am actually going to really quick. I'm going to put my face cam in the corner. Right there. Gonna move the frame down. If I can get it just right. I should really make those one object. Come on. There we go. No, almost. There we go. Okay. So, there we go. By the way, do you guys like that I have a frame for my webcam now? I thought it would make things a bit better. A bit better to look at. So she seemed kind of, I don't know, like, confused. Like, oh, did you check the rock, maybe? You've mentioned it a few times, though, so far.
No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone summoned you from the rock.
Okay. Plumber. From the rock. I put my R and my O really close together, so it looks like I just wrote foam. F-O-M. So, let's try... Shit. Yeah? Okay. Let's try Peter and then Susan. Fuck. No. Okay. Let's try mirror. Ah, here we go.
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H.
Got her name. Hannah.
It's a palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards.
It's a palindrome.
It doesn't work from mirror though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
So they were married. What was that? 31 Gladstone Street? Or at least close enough to that. Well, let me play that again.
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H.
I'm going to refer to her as H on this.
It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work from mirror though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Okay. Just making sure I got the address right. So, that sounds like a potential thing to search. Why does it... Is she wearing, like, a dress there? Or do... I think that's just, like, a dress or something.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass. The kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
So, gave her a mirror as a present, which resulted in an argument. Kind of weird, but okay. Or at least the argument followed.
The mirror.
The mirror.
I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
So, the mirror was engraved. Doesn't remember where it is. I don't buy that. Because that's the last thing your boyfriend gave you, or your husband gave you, before he died, you would think you would know where that is.
Silverleaf? No.
Silverleaf?
He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique.
Oh, they got the mirror.
The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
I'm gonna write down Silverleaf. I'm already on my second page. Good. Okay. Let's try mirror game. Okay. Game. Ah. 45
Mum
seconds.
and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games.
I thought you were
Hannah. Was
Hannah.
our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up.
Are you
dressed
Hannah's
and ready
sister?
to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear. She went mad. Get dressed this instant. So I ducked into our bedroom, And seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. My mum was amazed.
So I'm gonna write down Hannah's sister question mark and then Eve, imaginary friend. Jesus fucking Christ. Good God, dog. You scared the fuck out of me. I heard the door creak behind me and I thought it was in the game. I was like, oh! You fucking asshole. Go away. Bye. I love you. Alright, I'm gonna shut that. Hopefully if he opens it again, he won't scare the fuck out of me like he did just now. I mean, I genuinely thought that was in the game. I was like, oh! Okay, let me think. Let's try sister. Ah. Yeah? I'll just leave that open for a minute then. I guess.
Play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay. Probably needs tuning. No. It's okay.
Guitar.
How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
By the way, I'm sorry if you hear the clicking of my pen on the microphone.
Oh, the wind and the rain. The
Hello, pup.
eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain, but he only cared for the youngest one.
Yeah?
All the dreadful wind.
You're just gonna chill in here with me now? Alright.
The eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain.
I might have hit my knee on my table when I closed, or when I got up just now.
Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind.
What the fuck?
She floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain.
Good song, I'll give her that.
Father
Fuck.
dear swims and swans. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Use my drawer instead of my leg for writing.
And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
Oh, then it gets really weird? It wasn't weird before? Singing a song about drowning your sister? Because you both love the same man? Alright.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
Sister. Oh.
She knew that instant. The look on his face.
So Simon did not know about the sister, and the sister was pregnant. Got the reflection of the character there for a second. So, sister was gonna move in with them.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
Okay. So she kicks Simon out for whatever reason. So they had an argument about her sister, and then she kicked him out. Okay. And then this is a couple minutes later.
My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
Oh. Is Hannah dead? I'm gonna write in quotes, gone. Yeah, are you trying to get out? Alright, I'll let you out. What much? Come on. Be free. Nugget was scraping the door like, Dad, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Anyways, so let's try Eve. 7 entries. Okay.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
That's interesting. She's talking about Eve as if Eve was a real person. But as we know, Eve was an imaginary friend.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
That's interesting. Because again, Eve is the imaginary friend, right? This game is just a little quiet, in my opinion. I'm gonna just turn it up a little bit. Okay. Cool.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off, I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve, so my parents let me off.
She blamed everything on Eve. I'm beginning to think her parents might have thought that she was going through some sort of mental disorder. Because she keeps talking about Eve as if Eve was a real person. But as we know from her sister, Eve was her imaginary friend. So that's really interesting. This is about a minute later from that last clip.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
writing down finger taps and then a question mark, because that was kind of weird. It was almost like a pattern, almost like a Morse code.
My mother called me Eve.
Oh. Oh shit. What a development. Okay. So let's try. God, I wish I could go over to the other files. What's this? What's this supposed to be? I'm gonna save that actually. Add to session. Add to session. Did I? There it is. Okay. Can I only have 5 down here at a time? So let's try. No, okay. Didn't think so, but I thought I would check it out. Silver leaf. Ah! Silver.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one.
Eric. Got another name. We'll search that in a moment.
Yeah,
Oh.
on his clothes.
Oh, I accidentally clicked on it.
Yeah, on his clothes. That would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror and he gave it to me.
Eric. Ah, 14 entries.
He was wearing a shirt.
Thanks, helpful.
A blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
So, expensive watch, duffel bag, and then Eric is Simon's boss. So, just mark those down.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it.
Cavalier.
Both of them are there now, parked on the street.
Van.
I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
Okay. Keys for van, question mark? Okay.
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
So we got another name, Diane. So Eric, wife. I did a comma and then a dash after Diane, alright? So Simon worked at Ernst Brothers Glass and Eric was his boss. So I'm assuming Eric's name is Eric Ernst. No, okay. Let's try mirror. Do I need to do... Well, what was it? Was it to do commas? No research use multiple words. Oh, okay. use inverted commas to search for an exact match. Okay. Let's try Eric. No, let's try Diane. Ah, 5 entries, okay?
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
Ah. So, Hannah used to work at Ernst Brothers, I think. Hannah worked EBG ? I have to sneeze. God fucking damn it. I hate it when that happens. That's been happening so often recently. I can't fucking sneeze.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Wedding anniversary gift. Watch. So, Hannah, unless that's her sister, but I think that's Hannah, Glasgow. I'm now on my 3rd page. Jesus.
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
What is fennel? Hold on. What is fennel? It is a vegetable of some sort. Okay. Interesting. So we got another guitar bit.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
So, Simon and Eric might have been arguing about something. Maybe. So, let's try... Because she mentioned this a little while ago. Portsmouth. No? Okay. Glasgow. Ah! Okay, how many searches do we got? We got 10. 10 entries.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep.
So, I take that as after their argument, she left and drove up to Glasgow.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from a payphone, and then headed back.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Okay.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving licence on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
I thought her sister was pregnant. Is Hannah pregnant? Is that her sister? Oh my god. Alright. Hold up. Fuck. Pregnant.
I got pregnant.
Okay.
Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
So they got pregnant before they even got married, okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Okay.
No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant. It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind, but she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Why the fuck are we talking about Rapunzel all of a sudden? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, Nightbot has crashed. That's nice. Hold on. Let me fix that really quick. I don't know why Nightbot has crashed. Are we good? Okay, I think we're good. Yes, we're fine. I've got a fucking sneeze. Woo! Okay, we are fine. Oh god, the game has disappeared. Oh right, because I was messing with Nightbot. Duh. Okay. Got a few fucking things to work with here. So, very confused. Are they both pregnant? Is Hannah pregnant? Alright. So, let's do Eric. I'm going back a little bit. Eric Visa. Okay. Argument.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said
Who's
he was
Helen?
upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Hmm.
There's no couple stuff. A stupid argument. Nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
I don't buy that.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
So they've had multiple arguments. They had an argument and she drove off for whatever reason. Then later they had another argument and he left. And that's when he was murdered.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
Okay. I'll just write 8 p.m. Fuck it. He went to the pub and then he never came home. hold on. So... No, okay. Let's try... No, okay. Let's look up Helen. Who's Helen? Neighbor? Sister? Okay. Fennel. Okay. Those were the shot. Let's see. I want to check this one more time.
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice.
They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot. They just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games. And that Eve was our imaginary friend. They thought Eve was their imaginary friend. So maybe Eve was a real person. Hold on. So Eve... They just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and...
Eve was our imaginary friend.
That Eve was our imaginary friend. So Eve may have been a real person. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Eve may have been a real person. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna add this to the session. Right. No pop-up comes on. Hold on. So, Eve, real person? Question mark? Let me think. He likes blondes. Oh, nice. Hold on. Let me do blonde. Okay.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
So, they found long blonde hairs.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Blonde wig. So, I'm guessing on Simon's body they found blonde hair. Maybe Simon slept with Helen. He got angry at his wife. Got drunk, slept with Helen. He likes blondes. Slept with Helen? Question mark? But she said it was a wig. Oh. Alright.
A wig? You mean... What type of wig?
What an odd question to ask. So, I'm assuming that was her finding out it was a wig, not real hair. Maybe she murdered Simon and tried to blame it on Helen? What type of wig? That is an odd question to ask. I like this music, by the way. It's a really odd...
I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
Asked it again. What kind of wig? Which is weird that you follow up, I've never worn a wig, with what kind of wig? Because that gives me the impression that you have worn a wig. Okay. This is almost 2 minutes.
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow, so we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It was like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognised me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park.
How do I pause? Fuck, I hit space. Okay. So, they were separated more than once. Separated more than once. So, I'm gonna just say S in attic. Wore a wig. She wore a wig. For whatever reason. Hold on, let me find where I was.
The family didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognised me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
That threw out a whole lot of information right there. Hold up. I'm gonna add that to the session. So, I'm starting to think that her sister might actually be Eve. She said that her mother called her Eve. I took that as it might have been, like, she might have accidentally called her Eve at some point, but I'm starting to think that she may actually be Eve. I don't know. But, good God, there was a lot of information thrown out. So she was trying to get pregnant. They were separated for one reason. Hannah left, so for some reason she couldn't be seen. Wore a wig out in public, tried to get pregnant for whatever reason. She was, while 17, had sex with random guys, got an STD. She said that Hannah betrayed her? Good. That was a lot of information. So, okay. She had to hide up in the attic I have down on here. Alright. So this is about 10 minutes later.
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Jesus Christ. She tore off the wig. So, Hannah may still have the wig. Or unless she gave it back. So, hold on. No, that doesn't help. They've mentioned the attic a few times.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
So she inherited their childhood home from her parents, and they moved in. Okay? Good to know.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
They keep mentioning the dollhouse. Like, that's like the third or fourth time they've mentioned dollhouse or dolls of any kind.
She recognised me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. It was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
I'm gonna play that one more time. Hold up.
She recognised me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. It was a dollhouse. She hid me up there.
Why? No one else went into the attic. It was Hannah's place. Why did they hide her in the attic? My guess is that the sister got in trouble somehow. She did something illegal, may have accidentally murdered someone, I don't know. But someone, I'm guessing their mother, hid her up in the attic. That's why she couldn't go out without a wig. That's why she was trying to get pregnant, etc., etc. That's my guess, but I want to know why.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from.
It's the dollhouse again.
I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Okay. They keep mentioning the dollhouse.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper, curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Paperwork. For what? I want to try something really quick. So over here it mentioned the word robbery supermarket. Let's try robbery. Okay. I'm just searching random words right now. Fire. Is that how you spell abortion, or is it another A? No, I was right. Because they keep talking about... There it is.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
Wow, that's
I
a
carried
late
on
miscarriage.
living at Simon's parents until... Well, it was only a few months after.
Because I noticed that they kept mentioning that.
Then my parents died.
They kept mentioning pregnancies.
It was the worst year of my life. The miscarriage and then my parents.
That sucks. Losing your baby and your parents in the same year. Fuck. Yeah, they kept mentioning that Hannah was pregnant. But they never mentioned the kid at any point.
Or something. The neighbour called me. I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed.
Both dead?
Just awful.
They both died
It was
at
so
the same
soon after my
time.
miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that, it was just like, fuck.
That's weird to me. That her parents died together. They were both dead when she came in. They had been dead for days.
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Okay. I actually, for some reason, did not write down miscarriage. Infertile. Do you think the sister was trying to get pregnant for Hannah? Maybe? Probably
Hannah
not.
had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile.
Okay, we have another testimony to back it up.
Felt like the universe had corrected its course.
Yeah?
Aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then...
And then what? Fuck. I didn't realize that they were living with Simon's parents.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed and that's when I called the police.
Hold the fuck up. So, she went... Okay, so she had baby stuff in the basement. She went down there because she noticed that the pile of stuff had moved. Went to the back and found a body. Simon's body, maybe? Because that would be a massive development. She also said bin bags.
Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's.
Staying at a friend's.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted.
You didn't call the police?
So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
So, I'm gonna add that. I gave a lot of information there. So, she didn't think when she came home and the door was unlocked and Simon still wasn't there that somebody might have broke in. Break in. Broke in? Ah!
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
What the fuck? So, hold up. So, they both were going out with Simon technically, and he didn't know. They would go to the bathroom, they would change, and then they would swap places and continue the date. That's... okay. Also, who is Carl? Yeah. Oh. So these are all the clips. Holy shit, that's cool. Who is Carl? Ah.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
So Carl was her first.
No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. Stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad. But those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you.
You right.
Family.
So, okay. So she was with Carl for 6 months.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Okay. So, dated Carl, dated whatever, dated. Then she did whatever. She was like, alright, fuck it. Went out with other guys for a while, and then she met Simon.
She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything.
Hold up.
She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Wow. Okay. Jesus. So, okay. I want to go back to something really quick. She mentioned that Hannah was the better driver.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. Yes. I got in the car. No.
Fuck. Hold the fuck up. She hit a taxi. The streets are empty and she was driving badly. That's not Hannah.
Taxi. Not a big crash.
That's not Hannah. That's her
I'm
sister.
So pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me.
She didn't have a driving license on her. That's not Hannah. She said she got sick before. Like during an interview. Morning sickness. Possibly what happened was that she went to the bathroom. We know that her sister goes out in public with a wig. They might have met up and swapped. And then her sister took over the interview and then talked about that. That's not Hannah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so anyways, she said that Hannah was the shy one. She was the better driver. So, because she was shy, the sister... I'm just going to refer to her as S, sister, whatever, because I still don't know her name. I don't know if it's actually Eve or not. I think the sister is Eve. I think she is Eve. So Eve took Hannah's virginity because Hannah would not sleep with Carl. Whenever Carl would have sex with Hannah, it was actually her sister. Her sister would have sex with all the guys until Simon, which we then knew that as per their rules, Hannah broke the rules and then had sex with Simon. She wanted to have sex with Simon first. Jesus. And then she got pregnant from it. And then that apparently made her infertile. Jesus fucking Christ. That's not Hannah. Hold on. Was this the clip?
Hannah was so smitten. Differences?
Differences. That's it. So that's not Hannah. Or at least I think it's this clip. No, that's when they're talking about the watch.
I got in the car.
The hair is different. The hair is different from this clip to the next clip, which I noticed, but I just kind of blew it off like, oh, she might have just done her hair. She got to Glasgow and then fell asleep. This is almost 10 minutes later.
Yes.
That's talking about the watch.
No.
Fuck. She hit a taxi.
When I told him.
She told him she was pregnant. There's a scratch on the car. Add that.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
So they both left after that argument. I got it now. I thought it was two separate arguments. It was the same argument that Simon left for the pub where he got murdered. And she left and went to Glasgow. Glasgow, whatever it's called. She took the car. They have a car and a van that I think she said Simon used for work. So if she took the car, how did Simon get to the pub? He could have walked, could have taken the bus, I guess. But she took the car. Hannah took the car.
I got in the car. And
yes,
I drove.
we heard that.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back.
That's different. Because I think Hannah, or Eve, said that she woke up, she tried to phone Simon, she bought coffee, a pastry. Here Hannah says she woke up for a few hours. She said she left the next day, not after the argument. Jesus, my game is... It just, like, clipped to my dashboard there. That was... Or my desktop there. That was weird. She said she left the next day, not right after the argument. And then she said she slept in the car for a few hours, woke up, came straight back.
A few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up.
Oh, okay, that was the calls then.
Simon wasn't there. And I... Is there a bin?
There it is. Oop. Interesting. So she did get sick. So I think after, right then, she left the bathroom and then switched places with her sister. So hold on. Glasgow. Where is it?
Yes.
Here? Yep. Add that. Go back to car. So this is Eve right here.
Yeah. I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
Yes, we knew that. So when she got sick, she left. I'm guessing, went to the bathroom and they swapped places. They only have one best dress. We know this. You can see the difference in their demeanor too. Hannah has the shirt more closed. They said, her sister Eve said that she was more shy. Hannah's just, or her sister's just kind of like, woof, whatever. What does that say? Oh, okay. This is getting fucking interesting. Taxi.
A police station.
Yeah, I know. That was talking about the Bob Dylan thing. Oh, Jesus.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. When I came down one morning, they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick.
Hold up. You were living in your parents' house in the attic. Hannah said that they had been dead for days.
Both had been sick.
How did you not know?
And I slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. And there's no way you would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
They never even looked in the attic. There could have been shit in the attic to convict her. I think she murdered... So here's what I think is happening. I think Eve murdered her parents. So that way, Hannah wouldn't inherit the house. I think that Eve murdered Simon. Because she was upset with Hannah. Hannah betrayed her by sleeping with Simon. She thinks everything that's happened in her life is Hannah's fault. And she said the universe corrected itself. She was jealous of Simon. I think she murdered Simon. I think she murdered Simon. I really do.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
No. I think they're both in on it. I think Eve murdered Simon and Hannah knows. I think Hannah knows, and she doesn't want her sister to be arrested. Oxford.
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing, in Oxford.
Simon had a conference in Oxford.
Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference? I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
I'm surprised I haven't looked up bar yet.
So I moved out. Got a small bedsit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
The tattoo. She has a tattoo here. Is this also Eve? Does Hannah have this tattoo also? Do you guys think they might have swapped places after the murder? Or maybe Eve murdered Hannah also?
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But
Who was it?
he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him.
Palindrome.
It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
I think she's talking about Simon. I think she met Simon in the bar. So, Eve has a tattoo that says Eve. We now know that. Can I, zoom in on this?
Are you sure?
No?
What would he be doing in Oxford? Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing the bar again and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic. No. I told her it was one of my boyfriends, someone I had met in the bar.
But it was
I
Simon,
think she
right?
was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and Simon? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
I think Simon kept going to her shows. What about show? Perform? She was a performer. No? Or performer. Performance. Okay. Have you guys noticed too that you only see the tattoo very, like, occasionally? It's not in everything. They're constantly wearing sleeves. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Adam and Eve. That's Eve! Eve! That's Eve! But we still don't have evidence against her
He
yet.
doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not books so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
He likes TV, we know that. So Simon had a scar. Glasses?
His body did not real.
We need to go back to his body about this whole body thing.
It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear.
That's a lie. We know he wears them. He takes them off for the camera, but he needs them to read, to work, to watch TV.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
So, if I remember correctly, Simon gave her a bruise by hitting her once. And she hit him back, I think? And he sneezed. Has a fast metabolism. Or body double.
Okay.
Oh, is this the song? Oh, God.
Laid a body on the doctor. Oh, the wind and the rain.
I'm just kind of blazing through this. Wind in the rain. Her finger bones. Breastbone. Sound compares to heart. She's a performer! That's Eve! That is Eve!
Can you imagine? I tried. I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
Oh my god. So, blue shirt is Eve, red jacket is Eve, that's Eve. I'm beginning to think Eve took Hannah's life. Or something. No.
Bruce? Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my...
That's Hannah. She doesn't have the tattoo.
It's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. We hurt like hell. The bruise.
That's the wrong side of her face. That's Hannah. That's Eve. Jesus fucking Christ.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull our harness to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. But she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snapped a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies was synchronised anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
I'm gonna add that. Let's look up cellar. Here we go.
The whole thing was wrong.
So that's Eve.
The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can
Or no, I think that's Hannah.
We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there.
There it is.
The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
So that, I think, is Eve. Because she's saying that they never went into the basement, but Hannah did go into the basement because of the body. Or because of the nursery stuff. Yeah. So, their dad grew mushrooms in the basement, which I think then Eve was saying that that's what got her parents sick.
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird.
They have 2 cups. They have 2 cups. I should have fucking noticed that earlier.
Today, and that was weird. Knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know.
Wait, hold up.
Well,
what?
Fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird. Knowing your people have been there through my things.
Oh, the police.
It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So,
there's one cup here. So, oh man.
it happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch.
They got caught! They got caught! They got caught! So, they either murdered Simon together. There was the broken mirror. Don't know what that was about.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered.
The baby was what mattered. I thought it was miscarriage.
The baby was what mattered.
Oh wait, think about it now. I think the miscarriage happened after Simon died.
The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other.
I don't know.
We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar.
Simon's body.
We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
They murdered Simon. Holy shit. Why is this one yellow? One volume missing.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important.
That was one they suspected her.
Now he's...
Do you think why is there one volume missing? Cracks with glass. Hold up. Can I restart this game? This game, not the full game. Why is... I thought this was a weird detail to throw in there. Cracks with glass. I don't know what's happening. I'm just kind of doing shit right now. I don't understand. Sorry, I'm processing right now. I'm also trying to see if this does anything for me. Player 2 wins. Give me one moment. That's how to get an achievement. I'm seeing if there's anything I could do with the mirror game. There's an achievement to get a draw in the game. Whoa. Oh, somebody put a list of keywords. Oh, that's cool. Finding all videos. Wow, there's a lot of shit here. There's an achievement to watch all the clips tagged with Rapunzel. There's one called Romantic to do singing. To watch all the singing clips. Hold on. No, okay. Ha 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 ha.
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say.
There's one shot. She went to the bathroom and changed after that.
No, I'm okay.
She went to the bathroom and changed after that.
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
A little aggressive.
Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off. Open this door. A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
Wait a second.
About 8 years back. It was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up.
Oh.
I think they say you can have 1 cup.
One had coffee, one did not. And again, we know this is Eve. She did not drink coffee. Hannah, I think that's Hannah, did. So I'm actually really quick.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
That was a few minutes later. So, did she have coffee or did she not? Interesting.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
She drank black coffee there. There did milk and sugar the next time, or on this one. So I think this is either Eve and this is Hannah, or other way around. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, that's cool. Hold on. So if you click on the chit chat icon, where's the chit chat icon? What? Well, I'll do that in a second. Oh, cool. There's also a thing for there's a thing where you can type in admin_random and it will play a random video. But I think you have to actually exit the game to do that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just kind of looking at stuff now. I'm not really trying to cheat. I'm just curious about stuff. Oh, it's 7 interviews, not 7 clips. I got you. I got you, game. I misunderstood that before. After each keyword is the number of total matches for that word and the number of new videos that the keyword lets you view if played through in this order. That's interesting. Yeah, this is technically a walkthrough, but I'm not really reading through the walkthrough. I'm just kind of browsing around. This is just interesting. Jesus. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, so the yellow clip in the game is the last clip you watched. I got you. So that's weird. Somebody said, hold on. Somebody said to look up Grace.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
What if I do Kelly? Okay, no. Ouija board. No, okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of peeking around all this walkthrough over here. Holy shit.
Sure. Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
Or that the other one is there.
He doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing.
That's a lie. Simon does keep a diary.
That's my thing.
I think they mentioned that before.
I kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. Helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
Excuse me.
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. You could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive-aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
Okay. One of the search options here is just fuck. I know I did that already, but I just think it's funny. How about we just search up curse words? What is this?
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Fuck. She did a lie detector test.
Yes, I'll take a lie detector test. I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work? My name. That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
That lie.
A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
How many clips have I watched so far? Jesus, I've only watched like half of them, I'm pretty sure. Fuck me. That's fucking crazy, man. How do I get more of the lie detector test? Question.
Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
Okay.
This is the third day running you've called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. And they say you've been asking a lot of questions. About me. Should I be worried? Am I a suspect?
Of course you're a suspect. Why is that even a question?
Rehearsed. You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
This is super interesting, by the way. I'm like, not even joking.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
That's when they were catching on. They figured her out. And then that's when they brought in her twin.
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
No, he wasn't out of his mind.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up.
So Eve came in and confessed.
That this was anything but a happy occasion. There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her.
Jesus.
Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Oh. How's it going down there? There's a thing for... I'm gonna do it. Hold on. Oh. Can I not? Oh, wait. Oh. Buzz when you're ready. No. How do I want to do admin_random. Hold on. How do I do that? For the record, I'm typing other buttons on the thing, but only select keys work. So, like, I can type in yes or no, but I can't type in other shit. So, hold on. Oh, after you type in yes, you can do other shit. I think I'm done. I think we've got it. You think you understood why your mother did... I'm the kid! No, I want to know why they murdered Simon.
He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing.
Leather.
I think that's why he's got a bad back.
I want to know why they murdered Simon.
I mean, I don't know. Something must have happened to him on his way home. He could be hurt. I mean, why hasn't he phoned? I don't know.
I want to know why they murdered Simon. I know how, I know everything except why.
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad. Because he's ill.
Okay.
God. I don't...
Could be anyone.
You're reaching here. Oh, I don't know why. No. I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad?
So you're Eve's kid.
Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Jesus. Let's try something simple. Hold on. Yes. No. Okay. I was just curious. I want to know why they murdered Simon.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Oops. Sorry, I'm just Googling right now. I want to know what... I searched arrest, right? Oh.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So... She mentioned cheated. Hold on.
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon.
I'm gonna assume that that's untrue.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him.
It's a lie.
Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can.
So, I think that Eve slept with Simon because Simon was being unfaithful. And then, because he was being unfaithful, she murdered him, or Hannah murdered him, or they worked together to murder him. But I want to know. I want a exact reason. Let me think. Let me look around a bit more. I want to get more of the polygraph test. Innocent.
I can take this stuff off now. Did I prove I'm innocent?
I'm just searching up random numbers. Okay.
After the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house. To our parents' house. To their house.
And you murdered him.
So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
Stab. Murder. No, let's try affair.
What did your wife do? She didn't.
You think I still killed Simon because he was having an affair? No. Well, Hannah might have been in Glasgow. But I think Eve murdered Simon. because he
An
was being
affair?
unfaithful.
Simon wasn't having an affair.
Hold on.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Okay.
Are you married? How is your sex life? So,
Jesus.
our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
So they definitely caught on. Hold on.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's try. These are weird. Some of these words are repeated on here twice. I'm not exactly sure why. It's a little... Okay. Oh, I got you. No, I got you, game. I'm just kind of searching like some of these random words that come up on here because I'm curious.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We
Your
had
sister.
our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth. Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end.
What does that have to do with the... Oh, right. I searched end. Duh.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold.
We heard this
I
part.
looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. Didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed.
Yeah, she said this
asleep,
twice.
though I didn't mean to. I woke up
This
a couple
was
of hours
rehearsed.
later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed.
This was
next to me.
rehearsed.
And then I remembered where I was and what had happened.
She's literally just
That's when
saying the
Eric
same
called
exact
in.
thing.
This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor.
They rehearsed the
And then I decided to come
same
and see you.
alibi. That was their giveaway. They fucked themselves. Special.
Yes, this is it. He made it himself. It's a special one-off. He made it and decorated it. That's his thing. Where did you find it?
So I think I know how Simon was murdered. Again, I just don't know why. I think she broke the mirror, cut his throat with the glass. Again, don't know why.
On his throat. How?
What do you mean, how?
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood.
Wait.
Yeah, he was dead.
Isn't that Eve, though?
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present. Another mirror. Just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
That's how it happened. So for anyone who didn't catch that, so remember earlier, Eve said that Hannah took the wig from Eve because they got into an argument, they hit each other, whatever. Eve didn't murder Simon. Hannah did. Hannah murdered Simon because Hannah wanted to know what it was like to be Eve for a moment. And Simon became unfaithful, tried to gift Hannah the same mirror that he had already given her, thinking she was somebody else. And Hannah murdered him. Jesus Christ. And then she called Eve, and they came up, and they cleaned the body. And then Eve ratted her out. Well, eventually, once they got caught lying to the police, Eve ratted her sister out. Wow! I have... Hold on, how many pages do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 pages of notes for this game. I don't know what to think. Figured it out. Hannah murdered Simon. In a fit of rage. She didn't mean to, but she did. Oh, man. I need to just think for a moment. Little Nicky, my beloved pet. That game was great. That game was really, really cool. It was kind of weird because there wasn't necessarily an end goal. Like, I thought we were trying to solve the murder, but no, it was already solved. There was already an arrest made. There was a fucking confession. So we played as Sarah, who I believe was Eve's kid. Or maybe it was Sarah's or Hannah's kid. That's the only thing that I'm still a little lost on. I'm not sure whose kid we are. Because I want to say Eve. We're Eve's kid because Hannah supposedly became infertile after the miscarriage. If there was a miscarriage, there's also just the idea that she never had a miscarriage. Jesus. It would make more sense if we were Hannah's kid. Jesus Christ, guys. Sarah, if you're stuck, you could always try admin_random or the unlock command. Let's try that. So, we go to chit chat. Click on the chit chat icon. There is no chit chat icon. Okay. So, how about I do... Oh no, I searched these. Oh, there's a truck outside. I was very confused. _unlock. Query maximum now set to 15. Okay. What if I do it again? Can I copy and paste stuff? Hold on. Oh. God, you can't. Oops. I accidentally did it twice. I want to do it until we get something we haven't seen yet. Okay, so what's this one? 3 seconds.
Could I have a cup of tea?
Jesus. So, hold on. So now if I do, like, Simon, can I now watch? There's now 15 videos available. Okay. Jesus. Alright. Well, that being said, I think we're good. That was a great game. I really did enjoy that. How long did we play that for? About 2.5 hours. So it's not too long, and there's still more to do. I still haven't seen all the clips yet. Yeah, no. If you're looking for a cool little like narrative game, that's definitely one you can play. And again, if you have Twitch Prime, this game is free. So YouTube, we are going to move on to something else. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you guys later. So, goodbye, YouTube.